Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Anno 117 Pax Romana. How very good of you to join and stick around, take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. And perhaps also consider becoming a YouTube channel member to get your own owl badge and support the channel directly. Well, now we continue with something that we need to do. Something that I totally forgot in the last episode. Blame me. Holy cow, we do have the resin. And I haven't adjusted my trade routes for this. So we got the olives for Fermium over. This one's a 4-slot one. So of course we can now also put the resin in. Now I'm gonna use the raw materials and send this over, of course, because it makes it easier to just have then the whole artisan stuff over here, right? Whereas we have the raw materials coming in from the other islands. Because here we do have the workforce that we are not using for anything else, right? Whereas here we would need to build up the workforce, which is just much harder. To be honest. So in this case here, we get the resin over now. We are already also producing some coal. And by the way, we are out of storage, so let's upgrade this one here to double my storage. And you know what? I would like to also use now the next charcoal burner somewhere here. Let's just see. This is 96% efficiency. Perfect. I know. Fire safety standards are going through the roof. But it's gonna be worth it. And there's another one, right? Because what I would like to do is I would really like to push these trade routes here now so that we do not need the coal production here anymore. So with that, let's actually work on that. Get rid of the charcoal burner number 1. And this saves me not only space, but island safety, fire hazard safety. We can reduce it this way. I do have another one over here somewhere. There it is. Oh, and the scorpions have been researched. That's great stuff. We can make our ships now even more powerful. Also, we got a bit of a logging industry here. I'm also going to get rid of that. We have, first of all, too much anyway. And second of all, logs is also something that we will probably get in from another island. Because it takes a lot of space and is low quality production. And we want to start moving more high quality production to Veneta, and the low quality I want to outsource. Just like in real life, you know, when a city develops, it becomes more apt and it wants to do higher quality stuff, and we're just gonna outsource the low quality stuff to cheaper islands overall. The same goes with, the grain farms, for example, even though for now, I'm gonna keep them. Now, this is number 1. Number 2 is that we're having a bit of a workforce problem already for the farmers. What's going on? Do we miss something? We're not missing anything. I might not have enough fish now that I think about it. Let's push a few more of my fisheries. This one unfortunately doesn't adjust to the key, but there you go. Let's go ahead with this. Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough. We need more fish. Let's add 2 more here. And the fish will also be something that we're not gonna keep forever, of course, here. I need the fish, otherwise we're running out of people. And these guys here, they don't even have anything to live by right now. Oh, very sad. They need a tavern, they need a marketplace. Where's my tavern? There's my tavern. Let's have this one here right next to this. These attacks are getting a bit annoying, I know. And I'm pushing now more buildings than here. Down, right? And also here. There you go. And then we can have a bunch more on that side. As we're closing in on the smaller artisan district there. But I will need a real city expansion pretty soon. And yeah, for starters, I can move the fields away. It's not that many fields, and it's once again a low quality production together with the... So that's the porridge, right? Let's get all of this over. There was a charcoal burner here, so this is a direct result of us outsourcing already the coal. How do we do this the best way? Let's make the connection from here. And also get me not a house, but a warehouse going. This one we can move a bit. 76% is fine. And with that, we have the production here for now. Do we need more of the porridge? Not entirely sure. Yes, we do. Right, so I might actually just add me 2 more. And then I'm gonna have 2 more here. so that we should be left alone from this problem here for a while. This gives me so much space here. Look at that. The warehouse here we don't need. The service buildings we're gonna move up. And with that, this main road here continues all the way now here, where we're probably gonna make it straight again. It's just easier. Yeah, this is a bit fiddly, but it's working, right? And here we can have then more houses again. Cleaning things up a bit is important. I've been just mindlessly moving things around for a while to make room for my aqueduct, right? But now we can make this a bit cleaner looking here towards that main road there. And then also allow some better buildings again. By the way, this is a great area here for the bigger service buildings that we're gonna need for this whole area. I'm just gonna keep that space available for now. And we're just gonna push then. Yeah, this is a problem. You cannot turn that by 90 degrees. So only 180. So I cannot move a district like this over here and adjust it to the road. Yeah, annoying. But it's the small annoyances that I don't care about so much. This looks strange. That's better. Because the fact is you can still, of course, build it like so, right? Along the diagonal roads. Milestone has been reached. Devotion reached another level. We're not gonna have Ceres here for that much longer though, because we already unlocked the better god, the better goddess that I would like to implement here soon. But that's another project again, right? That's something that will take preparation, changing a goddess. Very good. And there is another one. So now we have the diagonal right here. Oops. Now what I should be able to do, I can kind of like take this one. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, change orientation. Wait a second. Ah, look at that. All right, there is a hotkey for this. Question is, it's not though for the block, right? It's just for the copy function. Okay, doesn't work. Ah, that would have been nice. That would have been glorious. As you see, I'm gonna make another triple road. No, this is not a triple road candidate, so I'm just gonna place this one here most likely. There you go. Continue the expansion. Oh no. Ransom demands from our parity. And we're gonna refuse, of course. It's getting a bit nasty, but not nasty enough yet. Also, I would like to go for the next island. Can we afford 180,000? Why is this so expensive? It's a small island. I mean, it's a very precious island. Grant you that. Yeah, pay it. There you go. Saliente. We got ourselves. This is very important for several reasons. We do have Murex here. We do have Sandarek that we're gonna need now soon. And we have minerals here that we don't have anywhere else so far. So minerals are also another very important resource that we're gonna add. Also, it has a lot of space. And I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot of also right now. If I'm getting excited, I can't focus on the words so much. Because the truth is, I'm very, very happy with this game so far. This is not the triple road that I wanted. This is something else. And then we could have this double road there. I like how this actually turns out. So, gonna have the space here. Gonna have the space here. So this might be a little park area. Could we have a full paving here? Ah, yeah, we could make it, right? Pretty cool. This might be something to consider then. And here we just have then our artisans. I would probably, so let's change orientation. That's great, really. And now we could be pushing this one here. It's just not gonna work for one single tile. Gonna move the medicus away. And then we have my soap makers. Probably gonna need a bunch more of them actually in the not so distant future. And I would really like to use them here and I think we can do it. Perfect. As we move towards this area, and then here, yeah. Oh, what is that? A treaty? Again? I don't need no treaties for now. I think it was just a renewing of a trade treaty. Alright, this is coming along. We'll need to move that industry zone again. Superior knowledge. A defensive pact with her. Vow to fight side by side. Let's accept. She likes us, I guess, because we do have that military power improving. Got a lot of ships coming out here right now. And, of course, more defense. Another tower over there.
I would have done the same.
Makes that harbor area now well protected. And do we have... we don't have another building permit for the depots. That's annoying. You cannot spam them. There's the next depot permit that we can push. From the cistern, we're going into the firmer foundation. Allows the placement of harbor buildings in the water, including the shipyards. And then we go for the depot permit over there. Is there another one? No, no building permit for depots anymore. So a second one we can afford, but that's then it. Yeah, Minor Monstropolis. What kind of name is that? Totally destroys my ratings again. Negative 3,000 happiness. This is just too abstract, right? What does it really mean? There is, I mean, it's not like the whole city is burning because of that, right? It's just negative 3,400 and we get an uprising in 13 hours perhaps. So, okay, I guess it's not as bad as it looks there right now. Of course, we should tackle the issue with some nice buildings. Over here, by the way, another bathhouse? No, that wouldn't make sense. A theater. Yes, all of these people don't have a theater yet, and that gives you lots of happiness. So this might be something here, just along the main road, that I'm gonna add me over here. There you go. Theater number 3 for my city. Does improve it a bit to have all of this here also now affected by it. And all of these guys here, of course, they don't have a marketplace and a tavern yet. So I might just have the marketplace here in this area. And my tavern then also here somewhere. For another happiness boost for this whole district. Or even another sanctuary for all of these guys here. But there's a huge overlap with that one now. So that... No, I'm not gonna do that. But a Grammaticus we don't have anywhere here. That's definitely something I would like to add. Because research gets really expensive. Okay, we're gonna work on several artisan districts now. This one here is one of them that I would like to continue now developing. We do have a very good condition here, right? Also, there's a charcoal burner still. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that no longer. And let's also get that spin over there. This gives me a bit of room here to work now, right? We already have that warehouse. I'm probably gonna move it a bit. There you go. Looks cleaner, and we can squeeze in then perhaps a firefighter or so that we still need in this area. Perfect. Now, we do have the amphora production now ready for action. That needs a clay pit still. We already have clay pits here now, obviously. But it's equal. So we do have some more. Yes. River slots. This one. How many amphores do we need? The cool thing about amphores is also they're going to provide me another boost. I'm going to show you that. So there it is. 3 tons already. Because looking at the amphora now. All the way down here. They provide fire safety. For all the buildings that are satisfied with them. So that's really cool. We need 2 clay pits though. To make 4. Might actually get me this one over here. And this one has it close by. Where's my warehouse here? There's the warehouse. Very good. All right. On the other side, though, we have then our resin, and then we have the potter. And the potter produces 1. It would boost my income again, but that fire safety hazard, that's just, you know, it decreases fire safety by -2. Once we provide pottery, though, we do get +1 fire safety for every building again. So, yeah. I'm not gonna use them too liberally throughout the town, otherwise I'm actually destroying my own boosting there. So I'm trying to get some of those potters now in here. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all together here. Very good. And with that out of the way, we have finished another good that we're providing now. While we're here, still in tier 2 productions, I would also like to have a look at Garum. It's the other thing that we haven't provided yet. It's another optional product, but one that is really nice if they have it. There it is. It provides happiness, right? And income. It's +2 per building, and it counts for tier 2 and tier 3 population. The problem with Garum is that it needs mackerel, and mackerel is something that we really don't have anywhere. We don't have it here, don't have it here, don't have it here. There's sturgeon, but we have it on this smaller island that we settled a couple of episodes ago for the marble. And this one actually has the mackerel population. I'm so happy. Because the mackerel also only needs, you know, Libertus workforce. So that's once again something where we don't need to add a huge economy to this area. We rather just use what we already have here, and that's smaller tier 1 buildings, and be happy with it. I'm not happy with that road layout though. I'm gonna have this one over here to provide that minor boost. Come on. This looks nasty. There you go. Yeah. And those Liberty, they're very happy with just having some fish. Not having it with the roads today. There you go. We only have 1 fishery for now. That will certainly not last. Gonna build me some 2 more. And then we're just gonna wait for some workforce to come in. Now, I don't think we have a commute pier. It wouldn't also make much sense, because you never really have that much workforce to begin with. Actually, we have 500 Libertus now that we can upgrade in Veneta. That's glorious. It's not gonna be for now. Let's have a look at my marble trader. So he's getting the marble over, and he's transporting a lot of marble. Alright, but he doesn't need to, because we don't need that much marble. So I'm gonna change one of the marble slots now to my mackerel. There it is. And push this over. I don't need that much marble. We are capping on marble. Totally. Let's upgrade the warehouse here too, to double the island storage for Valerium. And now, since the workforce is coming in, over here, this is a very tight area, but one where we can easily have lots of mackerels. And now we just need the fish. Can we build them on the ocean too? Yes, we can. Like so. Ah, perfect. This gives me some room here. And then I think this is cleaner looking. This is a production of 1 minute. Garum, we need how much right now in Veneta? 2 tons only. Alright. Easily doable. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You know, let's have a bit of a surplus there, as always. Give them a bit of a fire safety. I don't want to have them burning down here. And with that, we got the mackerel production up and running. The fishery. And we're gonna go back to my artisan district now, where we are already pushing some silica. Silica is not good for eating. Over here we got the salt. These are the ones that I would like to have. And the salt is something that you absolutely need to build along the coast. And what comes out of them is, I think it was 2, right? Yep, 2 per minute. Salt, we have now 10. Actually, we have way too much anyway. But it's a dirt cheap thing, so it's okay. And then we're gonna go here. And now we have the Garum. Look at that. This is nasty. 90 seconds? Oh, and Ceres is now exalted when it comes to devotion. That gives me another shrine. And another +1 population. This is where actually the population boost comes from. Interesting. All right. And then we have this factory here. And once again, we're gonna need a bunch of them. They reduce the happiness of the surrounding area. And I probably will need another warehouse somewhere here. There you go. And let's start building the first 4 to get this production finalized as well. Now, this leads to a total production now potential of Garum of 3. Just enough, really, right? We need actually 1 more, now that I think about it. Let's build me 1 more. Treaty. For 5,000, decline and keep fighting. For 5,000, he would actually go with a ceasefire with us. This would, however, make me once again hated by the Emperor. So I'm gonna decline. Because I really don't care about the raiders. They're super weak at the moment. At least when it comes to seafare or warfare on the ocean. Let's actually get another ship over. We got quite the fleet here now. And those patrols are making it much safer for us. Great to see that. I cannot build a medicus here, can I? I can. Very good. Let's push it more in the center. There you go. Keeping those people healthy. Now, that's a lot of things coming in already. Let's go back to Saliente again. Because Saliente, now that I think about it, or... No, this one not. But Saliente could be a great farming place. Now, we do have the plank requirements. That's the Sandrock Nursery. It's a forest camp. So, that actually contradicts each other. Because we need lots of forests for this production. Whereas, of course, farming needs a lot of meadow field. So yeah, I still don't have an island that we could specialize into agriculture. This one here is close. Right? We already have the olive here. My oat production. It is okay. You could make some farming area here. The grain farm I could move over. Yeah. I think that would be an option. A sensible one. The good thing is we have so much construction material production that I can just take the full stacks here, you know, of things and move them, for example, over here now to Saliente. Now that I think about moving things around, let's quickly change again to Albion. Because in Albion, we should have now the weapons in there. They are very good, coming in from the trade. And that means we can now also push some harbor defenses here. Which, of course, I would like to do. Can we have another one in the center? No. Here. Great. That we can start protecting this here against any kind of ships. We're away from invasions at this point, I hope. So that's okay. By the way, yeah, I think... we should do it. Ladies and gents, let's go for tier 3 already in Albion. There you go. We got the nobles in Albion now. Tier 3 it is. Lots of new, very strange demands like the bird tongues. What else do we have here? Hand mirrors. And a temple and a bathhouse. Yeah. Beautiful. So it's pretty much the same building as the tier 3 in Latium. Let's push a few more here, but that's probably the end of it then already. And we also have now the concrete production up and running here in Albion potentially. And there's also my marsh draining that we can have to get rid of this marshland here, just in case, right? This, by the way, brings me to my research real quick, because I would like to work towards tier 3 ships, the Queen Karims that we have. It's over there. And I have an interesting demand, and that is have 500 Romanized and 500 Celtic population at the same time. So we do have the Romanized at the moment. I do not have Celts. So now that we have reached tier 3, you can go ahead and push Celtic residences only, right? So not the Romanized version, but the Celtic version. Should we have both of them on the same island or spread out on the other island? I think I would like to have it spread out. The problem there will be that we're gonna need to provide the same needs twice. And that we have here then the reed shoes and the tunics. It's for Colfern. And Colfern is gonna have the Celtic population working here. I like that we can have both of them and you're not locked out of it, out of your playthrough with that. Vineta, knowledge production boost. Oh, very good. +2 plus the specialist, right? The knowledge boost is pretty nice, I guess. So let's get a few more people in here as we now start also developing this island. So that we may add more Celts. Or Celtic, natural Celts, we should call them. Ah, those road textures, beautiful when it just rained. It's a looker, for sure. Gonna need, yeah, to move into my next swamp. It's a huge one, by the way. So this is the main swamp path to provide now the next needs here. And we do have also the eels, by the way, that we could provide. Let's have one here. There's also some mining possible that is only reachable via the swamp. Interesting. And here... this guy, beautiful. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get me one of them because we really just want to push either one. What is more important, health or income? I think I'm gonna go with income on this one. Yeah, the tunics. Oh, wait a second, the tunics don't need swamp. Let's go with the shoes. It's a lot, 140 fields once again. Gee. Just want to get the building, please. Over here. It's really just a lot of fields. So we can still, yeah, perfect, squeeze in another eel grabber over there. And with that, we get the shoes, providing some happiness on top of everything. Having one here and one here for the shoe production. That is now out of the way. That's gonna be more than enough, right? I need another eel grabber though. For my population. And then we can already upgrade. By the way, there we have the nobles. They look very good. I love their cloak. There we have the bird. So this is where we need the bird fertility for the small birds. We don't have that here. We do have that nowhere. So I need to sell another island for this production. Okay. And aqueducts are also not possible here. So this is where you have the mountainsides then for their special resources then or special service buildings that we want to provide. Also, we're completely out of coal here. Wait, we didn't build that one. There it is. Might need yet another one. That's not gonna be possible. Yeah, this island is pretty much used. When it comes to coal at least, and forest. So I will need to sell somewhere else. You know what? We still have some fog here. Ah, yeah, there is an island. Anything close by? There you go. Let's scout this area and hope for an island that we can use. There is another island, but it's tiny. Another medium island would be great. Ah. Rob Stark is on it. He's got 3 islands. This is an insult. It would have been a great island, by the way. Tin! I haven't seen tin yet. Okay, let's try the upper side here. hope there's still one island at least not settled. There's some smaller islands over here with lots of swamp. Too much swamp. But the birds. Okay. Yeah, this could be an option. It has the swamp. It has the small birds. It has seashells. Okay, so this could be definitely an option for us. Let's go back because we're about to upgrade now. Ah, this would have been great, but there are no birds. Yeah, that's the only option we have. Let's get the ship to this island here and sell it. We should be able to afford it. Okay, there is the upgrade now. And you can now choose here, instead of the Romanized Celts, let's go with the natural Celts. And even if you make a mistake here, you can also just de-promote them again, right? And change this again. But there they are, the Smiths, the next population tier. They have the cheese that we're gonna need. And yeah, with that, that means also we need to provide now, or we need to develop now 2 cities in Albion with completely different demands, right? So they have trousers for demand, torques that we haven't seen yet, beer that we're gonna need. And they also have different service buildings. So this is really cool. I really like this option. It makes the Albion more diverse and more complicated as well. If you want to go the full route, of course, that we want to do here. Yeah, might be an option to have a Celtic district in the capital too. This could also work. Would make sense. For now, I would like to push though to have 500 of them. So that we can work towards the Queen Garum, which is my primary motivation then here, of course. There I did a mistake. So we can demote it again and move for the Celtic path. There you go. Also they have their own different houses. And they can also be upgraded to tier 3. Down the road. Get some new buildings out of them. And lots of demands. Clan shields and drinking horns. Sounds great. And with them, I would probably not like to go with any kind of statues, right? So we're really just going to use trees, like oaks, that we can work then here, together with some bushes perhaps. So far so good. Albion also comes along. We now have cheese unlocked. And we're working towards the Queen Garum, the tier 3 warships. And we continue onwards in the next episode with probably the Forum Romanum. Hope you're going to enjoy this one. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.